What is going on, everybody? That is a kick-ass song. Todd, it's been too long since I've heard that thing.
I know, right?
It's really catchy.
It is cat. I like that one, man. I do. I missed it. But welcome to Reality Bytes, everybody. This is a PR talk show that we kind of air 2 times a month, usually around 4 p.m. Eastern time, where we would broadcast live simultaneously to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. This is going to be an amazing show. Hopefully a little bit different show than kind of what you're used to. And I can't wait for it to get started. So let's get into it. So before we go any further, let me say hello. First up, Gamertag VR. What is up, bud? It's been too long since Monday.
Hi. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. How is everyone else? All right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Doing
yes,
good.
it's Saturday. Come on. It's an excellent day. It's like a long weekend up here. It's a 5-day long weekend. So it's...
I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. Like, I remember Monday, and everything else has been a blur since.
I can imagine.
Serious.
You probably have been in your PlayStation VR 2 headset since Monday, and just come back to reality every once in a while.
Dude, honestly, it's been insane. It's been absolutely, but it's been good, but it's been insane. So yeah, it's been good.
We'll get into it a little bit. Let me say hello to my partner from all things Q2C, Todd Jackson. What's up, dude?
Hello. I am doing excellent for a Saturday afternoon.
Heck
Kind of
yeah.
weird being back on Saturdays, right?
I know. It's been a little while for you, too.
I know. I'm
See you
usually
from the
having a
cabin.
nap by this time on a Saturday.
You're your third Toddy, yeah. Hell yeah. And then let's say hello, last but not least, to the master of the wheel and my great friend and yours, Chi-Town D. What is up, D?
Hey, D.
What up, yo?
How is your Saturday going?
Master of the wheel.
Master of the wheel. Master of all things wheel related.
I am so not used to doing this on a Saturday anymore. I am so playing catch up with these names in chat. I'm like,
Totally.
Yeah. We got some new names in chat, too, which is cool. We get to see some new faces.
see some new people, man.
Hell yeah. Let's say hello to our chat real quick while we got everybody here. We'll say hello to Classy Grandma. Classy Grandma is super cool. Have you guys ever had a chance to play anything with Classy Grandma?
I have
Played
not yet.
some after the
There we
fall
go.
together
That's
a
better.
while ago.
Yeah, she's too much fun, man. We've been talking back and forth, and she is just a blast. She's too much fun.
She's
I
a
can't wait to
hoot.
do some. We got to do some Demio with her. She's got a good Demio squad, too, but she likes to play everything else. We have a Guido7335 sighting. What is up, dude? How are you doing? Dark Angel is here. Says, sup, gamers? Daniel Kaz, Fluke Rogie. How you doing, Fluke? What's up, man? Mickey Burr, Bluebell, Todd from Q2CBR Gamer. Let's see. Who else do we have here? Mickey, I said. Destiny 11. What is up? And Michelle B. How you doing, Michelle B?
Could we give a shout out to Alec Sam for being first?
Hell yeah, I missed that. Was he first?
No, he's never first, but he
He's always
always
first.
says he is. He just trolls every single video of mine. He's like,
Same with
first.
ours, yeah.
I was gonna say that's a great thing because it's not even the live shows that he says first. He'll do it on every video too, right?
He does. Yeah, he has actually in the past like had some people comment back like, "No, you're not," and he loves it. I think that's what he wants. That's what.
Yeah, hell
Feeds
yeah.
off it.
Bluebell's here. She said, I thought maybe Eric was late because they were doing my favorite new game, which is Ghost of Tabor, which maybe we'll talk about that a little bit too. I love
Maybe?
some Ghost of Tabor. Man, when I get hooked on a game, I don't know, are you like this, GT? When you get hooked on a game, do you just like and play it incessantly? When you can, so we know how busy you are, but do you do that? Do you get like obsessed with a game and just keep going back to it?
I used to, like, for example, when Silent Hill 2 released on, I think it was PlayStation 2. Yeah, I played it on. Because I don't know what day of the week do games release in America? Because I think it's different to us. I think do yours release on like? Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
Thursday. So ours were always Fridays. Back in the day, it was Friday. So yeah, you'd finish work, go and buy the brand new game, and then I'd just play it till Sunday night. Just done the whole game. So yeah, like that. And in VR though, it was Star Trek Bridge Crew. I got PSVR when it launched, like from the day one. And I didn't stream or do anything for a whole year because I think I just played Star Trek every day.
Oh my god, that's
I was
amazing.
just in there like being a captain and helping people. It was really cool. So.
I still
Can I just say
still
that I
wanna get
love
in
when
there.
you put the PSVR 2 with on the ship.
What's that? Sorry.
No, you put the PSVR 2 headset
Oh.
on the thumbnail.
I was like the next generation PSVR.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Heck
I
yeah.
enjoyed, I
Let's
enjoyed
finish
that.
out our roll call. We got Fourth Wall Breaker is here. Let's see. Paradise DK is here. What is up, PD? How you doing, man? Mike Oxmall is here.
That's a great name.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's Statica, Jenna Sequa, Mrs. Gamertag VR is here. How are you doing? Chatty, Alakazam is here.
We got a $10 super chat from Classy Grandma. Says, "Yo, finally, I caught you live." Whoop, whoop.
Damn.
Nice.
Classy Grandma. So it's I don't know where Classy Grandma lives, to be honest with you, but she says like 9 p.m. when we go live, 9 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays. She says it's just honestly too late for her, man. She can't make those shows. So we're doing a Saturday afternoon for most people in the U.S. A little bit late for GT over in England, but glad there's some people that can catch us that normally can't catch us.
Thank you, and thank you for moving the show for me to make.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So
we did it for your wife, man. We love you, but
we didn't do it for you. We did it for your
Oh, sorry. They moved the show for you, not me.
That's right. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Hell yeah. And then Mr. Lord Beavis slides it at the end. Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it, and it's fun to be back. I'm glad we're back with you guys. It's been like, I think I counted back. I think it was July the last time we did the show.
Really?
Yeah, it was July. I think we all got real busy.
Wow.
Real quick, we all got real busy and did a lot of traveling.
I haven't done shit in the past like 6 months, dude.
Well, Dee's like been here, and she's like, "Where is everybody? I keep showing up on Saturdays. Nobody's here." But let's talk some gaming, guys. Let's get into some flat gaming, because me and Dee were talking about this before the show, and she was actually playing Dead Cells. I was getting the notes together, and Dee was like playing Dead Cells, and she had her camera on. And I was watching it while I was making the notes. And Todd, we have some cool things happening with Dead Cells. And have you guys played? I'm like I know Dee's played, because like I said, I just watched her. GT, a Dead Cells fan, Todd?
never played it myself. No, I'm not really a console gamer though, so.
Cutting through the middle, you see VR.
I'm getting there.
I know, right?
No, I have played Dead Cells, not properly though. Like my son, I know has completed Dead Cells probably a couple of times. He just absorbs games like Bloodborne and games like that. Any roguelites or anything like that. He literally just beats them so easily. It's annoying. So yeah, but yeah, I know. I do want to talk about Dead Cells though. What you're going to talk about?
Yeah, let's. Todd, did you grab that trailer for Dead Cells? Were you able
I did.
To do that? Let's take a look at that trailer. That's something cool's happening with Dead Cells. As Dee's like all excited. Look at her.
You're not going to say roll the clip? Come on.
Roll the clip, Todd.
I love this music.
Oh, great.
This looks so damn good. Damn, that looks so good. Was that? Were you guys Castlevania fans? Was that Alucard? Do you know who Alucard is?
No.
So
I was a Castlevania fan. Yes, I do
Yeah.
remember those games.
well, that's the Alucard
Yeah, I
was
didn't
in
realize. Yeah.
in
That's right.
Castlevania, right?
Yeah.
It's Dracula backwards. Alucard. He was one of the main baddies, and one I don't remember which one it is. Do you guys remember which one?
Symphony of the Night was Alucard.
Oh, look at you! I know you know.
But seriously, if you like Castlevania, right? There's two things. There's three things actually I would recommend. One is checking out Sen 3D VR, which is the NES VR emulator where where the guy actually has to put the games in specially. It doesn't just play the emulators, and they turn into pixel art. So everything turns into like 3D. You can move the whole games around in 3D space in VR. It's amazing.
Yeah, cool.
Second to that, Synth Riders has got a song called Vampire Vania, which is in the vein of the theme tune you just heard, and the Netflix cartoon series is absolutely fucking sick.
Dude, I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Well, now I know what I'm doing for the rest of the day. That's super cool.
Todd, I'm echoing. Am I echoing?
Oh, you said good to me.
You're echoing through GT's mic a bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's both of us, not just me.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
You're just louder than me.
Sorry, I'll turn me down a little
Ash, loud?
bit. Damn it. I hate when I'm loud. But I am super excited about that. I think I'm gonna play this game because you know what I would do? You can play flat games on your PlayStation 5 in your PSVR 2 headset, right? With the cinematic mode. How freaking amazing would that game be in your PSVR 2 headset in cinematic mode, where it's like a huge screen in front of you?
Yeah, it'd be really cool. Yeah, it would be cool. I've been playing Gran Turismo and getting ready for the position I want to start Resident Evil 8 in using the cinematic mode. So
unlocking all your driver's licenses and stuff in GT.
I've done all the licenses anyway. But yeah, I just need to. Basically, I don't know what happened. Maybe I just never carried on playing the game. But yeah, I've only got like a level 10 license, so I do need to put some time in Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I was just talking to Z Storm. We were talking about doing some Ghost of Tabor later, and he's like, I'm too busy. I'm in getting my licenses in GT7, and I have not done that either. And I think I'm gonna have to get my wheel out tomorrow and do some licenses just so I'm ready.
Yeah.
Although I'll tell you guys right now, I'm in a bit of a crisis. I haven't gotten my shipping date yet.
Oh, that's not good. Mine says shipping already.
Dude, everybody has their shipping date. I ordered this like as soon as I got my pre-order. I ordered this, and I am probably one of the only people that still doesn't have a shipping date. They took my money, but that shipping email that everybody has gotten, I have not gotten it yet.
Well, Z-Storm messaged me today. He was saying some stuff, and he hasn't got his shipping date either. And the only shipping date I've got, because in the UK they had a bit of a panic attack. We both thought, me and my wife, that I'd only ordered a charge stand ever.
Ooh.
Because that was the only thing that came out, was like charge stand pre-ordered. We're going to charge you on this day, and I was just like, hold on a minute. Are you saying I would never have had a PSVR 2 unless Sony would have given me one? I was like, that can't be real. And then 2 days later, they decided to send the same email, but in regards to the Horizon bundle.
Oh, wow.
But only the dockers shipped, not the actual console.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm the opposite. My console has shipped, not the charging dock.
But that's the best way.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll live without the charging dock.
So the release date in the UK, I'm assuming, is the same, right? 22nd.
Yeah.
Is when they're starting to ship. Right.
The thing is, they're going to really aim to make sure people get them on the 22nd and onwards, not before. Yeah. Because, funny enough, there was a guy I used to do like a little podcast with. He got hold of. Now, this is something I didn't know. He got hold of a video game really early and decided to stream it on his channel. He got it like 2 days early, and he basically live streamed the game, thinking nothing of it, and he got copyright struck. And back then, you'd lose live streaming privileges for, I think it was 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, back then, yeah. So this is like 6 years ago, but it was still like I do wonder now if, for example, say you got a PlayStation VR 2 now, you got no embargo from Sony. What would happen if you thought, I'll just live stream it? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
I don't know if I'd have the balls to do it.
Yeah, but you didn't sign anything, right? Like they didn't send. That's a very good question. I wonder if that's actually going to happen, because I saw someone on Reddit who has already got theirs somehow.
So I reckon they're like press, and it's like their dad's press or something like that, or they're developing a game or something. Their dad might not even know what they're doing. You don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I saw that and I was like, "There's a reason you've got that."
Like, how did you get it so early? Yeah.
Let me call out the super chat. 9.99 super chat from Bluebell says, "Welcome back to Saturdays. We missed you."
Yeah.
Thanks, Bluebell.
Thanks, Bluebell. You're awesome.
Hell yeah. Bluebell is the best for sure.
Paradise DK says he got a 6-month copyright strike using his own music and was limited to 6 months. That's not good.
It's terrible.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
That's so crazy.
That's crazy.
It's so weird, man. It's so weird. But Are you enjoying your time with your PlayStation VR2, or are you just working? Do you think is it too much like work right now for you?
No, I am loving it. I spoke to Mike about this. There was, when did I get it? I got it on the. Did I get it on the 9th? I got it on the 9th, I think. And there was like, the first day was a weird day. The second day for ups and downs for certain reasons, and then I think finally got in. Like I did my. Luckily, I done my unboxing the moment I got it because I was just so hyped. And then yeah, I think I didn't open it for another 24 hours or more. Then I got into it, and then I started work. And there was at least 2 days where I didn't use it. And I said to Mike, I said, I just want to actually have fun with it now, but I've got to focus on doing this stuff. You know, I've got to get this content ready, because as much as I understand at the moment that people are maybe only watching my channel because it's exclusive,
Right.
I'd be an idiot not to make the most of the opportunity that I've been given. So yeah,
Very
that was
true.
it really, you know. So as much as I know that it's a limited magical thing, it's come at a price. Do you know what I mean? It has. I've put in lots of work for that.
I was
to
gonna
make
say,
sure.
so you might actually feel better after the 22nd. Then everybody has their headset. I mean, I know you're still gonna have stuff you have to cover and do, but you might at least feel some of the pressure off to have to get everything done.
I'm sure you had
review-
some stuff
quickly.
scheduled, right?
No, not anymore. I mean, the review was the big one. That was delayed by a day or more because every time I watched it again, I thought of something else. And there's still 2 things that I wanted to talk about and I didn't. Just because, and you know, because, and then obviously you got the repercussions of doing a review of a bit of hardware. Because technically, there's only really me and Mike, I guess, that are VR content creators. I think, I'm not sure, that I know of doing a review.
Mhm.
And you watch the chat. If there's a positive, you got those people who want to feel that. If there's a negative, you got the people who want to feel the negative. So the minute I said that the tracking isn't quite as good as a Quest 2, suddenly for some people it was the worst tracking ever. And I was just
Yeah.
like,
I saw
that is
that.
not the case at all. Quest 2 is like, has got amazing tracking, amazing inside out tracking. I hardly ever think of a time where the tracking fails me on that headset.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. And to say that, I guess I should have said a percentage, to say that PSVR 2 tracking is like 98% if Quest 2 was 100%,
Right.
it's nothing really, but I still had to say that in that short time that I noticed more blips in the tracking than I did in Quest 2, but yeah.
Right, and
honestly,
you got to
the
remember
Quest
too,
2
Quest 2 was
Oh,
out
go
for
ahead.
2 years too, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
they have fixed it a lot since it came out.
Yeah,
everyone-
yeah.
So I mean, this software. I assume Sony will probably push software updates too for this. I assume they probably would. It's something they can definitely do. They push software and hardware updates for their not hardware, but they push software updates for the PlayStation 5 console itself all the time. So why couldn't they push software updates to help the headset?
Yeah, I've no doubt. You know, I didn't say that because I don't know that, but
Right.
in the review, I was just saying how the headset is as I've got it. It had one update since I've had it, so and I did a test afterwards. It didn't seem any different, but when I say that, it's brilliant anyway. The tracking's fine. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with the tracking at all. But
Yeah. We'll say hello to Gary Immerse Robot in chat. Says, all I'm hearing right now is the PSVR 2 tracking is 20% good. Absolutely livid he is. He's pissed. He's pissed.
Oh man, honestly, it's great. I had someone
man.
even mention to me the other day. They were like, "Is it as bad as the G2?" And I'm like, "Fuck no!" Like, no. Why are you saying this?
Oh, and we're gonna kind of get into that. That's gonna be kind of our main topic today. A little bit is the lines that people draw in the sand between
Oh.
headsets and how the console wars have kind of taken hold in the headset wars as well. And we'll kind of talk about that a little bit. But do you
Before
want to
we
get
do
into
that,
it? Yeah.
let's go over the games we're going to give away today. We're going to give away a bunch of stuff here, and I don't want to forget.
Heck yeah, go to it, Todd.
I have a key to Synth Riders plus a whole bunch of DLCs that we're going to give away. People, this is a quest key with probably like 6 DLC packs I'm going to throw in there with it.
And it's going to have the new Gorillas DLC in there too.
Yes. And we're also going to give away a key to Swordsman which is
Cool.
one of my favorite games. So
Damn. Hell yeah. Oh,
that's a
you're
big
really
one.
being generous today.
We're going to give away a key to Cave Digger 2 on Steam. This was donated by Mickey Burr.
Nice.
Give away on today's show.
Mickey Bird.
And we're
Mickey.
saving a key to Requisition VR for the comment section after the show has aired. Enter any comment in the show comment section after we're done, and you'll be entered into win a key to Requisition VR.
Hell yeah. Good game. You know who was just playing Requisition VR was Sean and Tyler from Rendered Reality. I was watching a bit of their show this morning, and they had gone in and played a whole bunch in there. They had went in and they played a whole bunch of the cabin, and they're like sounds like they got bored with the cabin and they wanted to go play Requisition, and I think they had more fun in Requisition VR.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's a big update coming to the cabin though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cabin's pretty damn good, man. I gotta say, I do.
Yeah,
Me and
so
Todd
much
played
fun.
it the other day. We had a ball. I mean, the cabin, it's different than Requisition VR. Requisition VR is like more serious. There's a lot more to do in there, like making your own weapons and things like that. But to me, 2-player co-op, just running around with like your hair on fire, that is the cabin, dude.
Yeah. Requisition. I do need to go and check it back out again. I'm self-employed now, so I actually turned down a sponsored opportunity for that game because I actually didn't like it. I was at the time I was just like, I don't want to make a video on this. It's not good enough, and it was terrible. Really, I was just like, it just needs more time, because I was probably trying to get in that like pre-Christmas excitement, you know. And I remember the very first trailer, like literally the community got so excited over that trailer where they was making traps and all this stuff, and I was like, dude, I cannot wait to play this.
The toaster.
Yeah, the toaster. Yeah, I was getting so excited. So we made
the
it.
forks in it. Yeah.
Yeah, we did make a multiplayer video just messing around, and that was fun. But when we come to playing the actual game, it just wasn't fun, and we were like, "Why isn't this fun?" Couldn't really figure it out. So I was like, "Unfortunately, I can't make a video because it's just not good."
I found myself in the same situation. We get some because we're sidekicks, side quests, verified reviewers. We get a lot of stuff from side quests.
Yeah.
And lots of times I just got to turn it down. I'm like, I'm not going to have fun and you're not going to like what I have to say, so I'm not doing it.
Well, number one, I don't even do them.
No, he doesn't do them.
It sounds like, don't do that. Because you don't want me going in there. You don't want to be, I would have to kill these games. I'm not going to hold anything back. And Todd's like, no, just don't do that. I'll go.
No.
Todd's like, I'll go do them.
if it's that bad, neither of us do it. But
yeah,
No,
it's tough. You have to
I
turn
feel
this thing
you.
down. I was the same way with Requisition. I got into Requisition early with like Wes and Roots from Virtual Strangers, and I'm like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It seemed like a chore to go around and do all these things that make all these weird weapons, and it wasn't easy to do. And then in the end, I picked up a rake off the ground, and I could kill them just as easily with a rake, with a simple rake, as I could with with a banana with a plunger attached to it.
Yeah, there was just stuff. So, Classy Grandma just asked if Todd's hat is green screened or something, or invisible.
I think this is the first episode in quite a long time that I've.
Wow,
I didn't really notice for some reason. Now Classy Grandma said it. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does everybody just now is like, oh my god, Todd's bald?
They didn't know.
In case you didn't know.
Surprise.
Yes, he is older than me. Look at him. He's older than me. No, he's actually. It's all right. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I just want to ask, what's everybody been playing real quick before we get into our topics? I know we know GT has been playing a ton of PSVR 2, but if you were going to play for just like fun right now, GT, what would you be wanting to play? Would you Hogwarts Legacy? Any love for that at all?
No, unfortunately not, because I know like it became a bit of a VR trend as well to like do things in Harry Potter. But yeah, I'm not really. We've been to like Harry Potter World in London or something, and like Mrs. GT loves Harry Potter. She's read the books, watched films, but it doesn't really do anything for me for some reason,
Oh, you don't get kicked out of England if you don't like Harry Potter. I figured they would take your residency card away from you.
If everyone asked me, I'd say Gryffindor, like the hat, and then I think they just leave me alone. It's like, he knows what he's on about.
Okay, I'm gonna cut that as a soundbite.
I'll say something like Butterbeer is lovely, and they'll just say, "Oh yeah, he loves it."
Oh my god!
But no, I'm not a fan for some reason. Sorry.
I am actually a pretty big fan of Harry Potter. I've read all the books, seen all the movies. I read all the books like before they were really been popular. Like I remember reading the books and then waiting for like the third book and the fourth book to even be published and stuff. And
I
so I
remember
got into
seeing
it
that on the
really early on.
news, like people waiting, and
Yeah.
it was crazy. Yeah, I do remember all that.
Yeah, it was a pretty big phenomenon, and we love going to like Universal Studios in Florida has a huge Harry Potter park there and
Or you
rides.
can walk
And
down like the actual alley and everything.
yeah, you can go
right?
to Diagon Alley, you can go to Gringotts Bank, you can do all these amazing things there that
It's
they're
super
like
fun. Yeah.
they're like almost perfect recreations of the actual places. It's amazing. But
My
Classic
kids
Grandma
went and
put
got a
nice question in,
wand.
Chat. Sorry, Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter?
Oh, Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the
whatever.
Rings still, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D, Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter? Are you a Harry Potter fan, D?
I have read. I've seen all the movies. I'm starting to read the books. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I don't not like it, but yeah, Lord of the Rings.
I had no thought about playing the flat game in any way at all until I played the Luke Ross mod because we covered it on Virtual Strangers, and I got in there with the Luke Ross mod, and I was probably in there for 3 or 4 hours. And after I got through the issues I had to get it working right, I had a blast in there. Like if the PlayStation VR 2 wasn't coming, I probably would starting to put some time in VR. I wouldn't play it flat, but I would definitely go do the mod because it was really good, and the story seems cool. And
What,
I would
Hogwarts
definitely do it.
Legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow.
You think you
okay.
can take yourself away from?
Well, Tabor
Ghost of
only
Tabor,
if they
no.
delete his account or something.
Yeah,
I don't think I can.
block him for 24
I don't think I can. I was in there again last night, man. I really last night I probably should have just like hung out with my wife, and I'm like, you don't mind if I go downstairs and play a little VR, do you? And she's like, nah, go ahead. And I played probably 5 hours of Ghost of Tabor last night with Creeper Betty and Short Stack and a couple other people.
Short
in there. It was
Stack's
fun.
we're in a
Tribe
Ghost
Grey Wolf.
Board chat, and he's playing right now.
Is he?
He's having a
Yeah, he
great
was streaming
time,
it last night. It was fun. That dude, GT, Short Stacks, he's got 200 plus hours in Ghost of Tabor already.
Yeah, I
220
follow
now,
his.
I think.
I follow his channel and stuff. Yeah, like literally that's all his channel is now. Is
Yeah.
Ghosts of Board. It's really weird. I think I've played that game a few times. I think I've had it twice on the channel. The PC version, the Quest version, and it was very promising, but I wasn't sure of whether it would really pick up. And I kind of felt like that's why I made the videos, because I was a bit like, I really hope people see this game and it turns out to be the game they're telling me it's going to be. And then I see you guys like all going crazy for it, and I'm like, oh, it must be the game that I was hoping for. Maybe I should actually play it now.
Yeah.
For what it is. So yeah, it looks really fun.
It is. It's still early alpha. Like it's, they're going to do an open alpha next week. It's still closed early alpha, and it's not perfect. I mean, when you're playing an alpha, you don't expect perfect. You have to go in with that mindset, and as long as you can get through a couple of things that they're working on, it's a blast. I have a tough time getting out of it, and it's so much fun, man. Like I'm going to stream it tonight. For my live stream tonight. I'll go back in. I streamed it last week. I'll do it again tonight. We're gonna do a little charity live stream for Bearbo. One of our community members is having a tough time right now and needs the surgery or getting the surgery, and his wife is out of work. So we're going to help him out, do a little live stream, and I'll go as long as I can. And if I can go 7, 8, 10 hours and try and do it, it'll be fun. My wife will kill me, but it'll be fun.
That's awesome.
D, what are you playing besides Dead Cells? What have you been like into? What's like your thing?
Let's see. Well, Dead Cells. Wandering in Space. I've been playing that.
Very good one.
Oh yeah.
I finished. What was the remastered one that I just? PD. Vertigo remastered.
Ooh,
I
Vertigo
finished that.
Remastered. Wow, that's a good one too.
Dude, that was so fun. I cannot wait for the.
It's an amazing game.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah, it was really good.
So good.
It's
I
very
finished
good.
it in 2 sittings, like 2
Wow.
hours and then 3 hours.
Yeah.
I was done.
Get yourself ready for the Vertigo 2 coming.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How about you, Todd? Any fantastic side quest games you're jumping into? What did you do there? You did farming tractor simulator or something
my
like that?
God.
What was that?
I saw that.
Farm tractor something?
Yeah, and you got to watch the video. It's not good, but I tried.
Did you
to
give it
that.
3 stars on the thumbnail or something?
I did. I give it 3 stars everywhere.
Do you know? I'll give you a tip, man. Don't let anyone know what you think of the game before they click the video.
Yeah, right. That's probably.
If you want them to watch,
Hey,
If you want them to watch
him
it,
and pile of shit.
they'll be like, "Oh, it's 3 out of 5." Oh, wait, bother then.
Oh my god.
that's a good tip. That's a good tip. I don't know that game. It's got promise. I'm sure there's a crowd for it, but definitely not.
I'm
not
still
yet.
tempted to click it though because I like.
You want to
Part
see
of
how
me
it goes?
wants to have a farming simulator in VR. Like, I don't know why. I can't figure it out. I don't know why, but I'd like that.
You can try and feed some goats and stuff and chase chickens around.
Like, I don't know. I'm gonna get to go place like GT7 and PlayStation VR 2, where I'm gonna
Right.
No.
Grid Tractor Simulator. What am I gonna go do? It's so tough.
Did you see the tweet from I think it was Eric for President? He was like basically said roughly the same thing, that with PSVR 2 coming into the scene again now, we're going to get some basically games that are already known outside of VR. Big names like you just said. And he said, and then you got Quest Pro bringing back 2D like browser titles or something like that. I was like, what is going on? It was just some
What is
basketball.
happening? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really strange. I don't know what it. I didn't really look into it, but it was a bit weird to see that. Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Light Brigade.
Oh, I
so
can't wait for
very
that.
good.
I'm gonna freaking
I'm really liking
That's
it.
a good game. That's a good game.
It's been super fun.
Yeah, it's
I
really
actually
good.
And
haven't
some
even
flat
played
games. I still flat
the.
games, so
I
can't-
have the
I can't do it.
key. I've had the key for a while for the Quest version, but I love the Steam version so much I can't get myself off the Quest version. I guess I'm gonna have to soon. But the Steam version's so good.
So yeah, that's the only one I've played so far is the Steam one. I've just got access to the other version. But what class are you running now, Todd? Like how many
Still
levels? And how far?
rifleman.
Yeah, it's so sad. I said to
like
him
it.
on the show, I was like, that rifleman's class, even though it's the first one, it's so good. It's not like other games where you want to get off it.
No.
It's really good. You got the ping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Oh
like,
yeah. When that M1 Grand and runs out of ammo and it gets that ping.
ting. Oh, it's
So
so
good.
good.
Dude, you
Yeah, that was a
guys
great
are all
question
making
you
me
had.
sad because I haven't played it yet, man.
You need
Yeah.
to play it,
I
dude.
will
It's coming.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Damn it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great question you had for him the other night during Virtual Strangers. You were in the chat, and I saw that you said, Eddie, why did you go with Rifleman first? Because it's such a good class, right? And it's tough to get off of that one once you started with it.
It's so effective as well. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Like once you start
Long
getting
range,
them perks,
short range.
yeah, exactly. So when I got to when you get to level 5, I then unlocked the little Uzi. What's the German gun?
Yeah, I know which one you mean, but I don't know the name of it myself.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. But I had, as much as it was fun, I then wanted to go back to the Rifleman very quickly. And I kind of thought if you'd have led out with that, maybe I would have been
Right.
excited to move on quicker. But I just got stuck with the Rifleman, dude. And but he said Sniper class, but you have to do every class to get to the next class. You have
Right.
to get to level 5 on every class. And he said the last one is the Sniper, and that's got to be if the rifle
Fun.
mechanics
Hey, I
really
gotta
to
get
go
to
with.
that.
That's going to be savage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for the PlayStation VR 2 version. That's I was
Yeah.
talking to Todd. I said, look, I can drop a Steam version with everybody and their brother right now because everybody covered it on Thursday. And I said, I think I'm gonna wait. And I'll play the PlayStation VR 2 version and I'll put a version of that out. Because I want to play that version. I want to talk about that version. And then we're gonna have Eddie on the show on March 2nd too. So that's the version that we're gonna want to talk about because we've already talked to him about everything else. I want to talk to him about the PlayStation VR 2 version that I am really looking forward to.
Yeah.
If I get my
Beautiful.
PlayStation VR 2.
And
If you get it
and
in time. Yeah, exactly.
Right. But he had mentioned that's what actually Eddie got me back into playing Dead Cells because he had mentioned Dead Cells on one of the
Yeah.
interviews. So I'm like, oh, it's been a minute since I've been in there. I'm so glad I did. Thank you, Eddie.
Absolutely. Guys, what do you think? We've been a few minutes. You want to give away a key? Make somebody happy in
Oh,
chat?
this wheel's getting cold, yo.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
We don't want a cold wheel. We don't want a
Substatica
cold
says,
wheel.
it is a Gruer 43, not an M1 Grand, and you are correct.
Oh, nice.
And the Lee
Is that
Enfield is the bolt action, but so is the Gruer 43, the one at the beginning of the Light Brigade. Anyway, it's bolt action. It's like exactly the same.
Interesting.
It's all
Pew pew.
D, what is that big drink you have?
Dude,
Yeah.
Bojangles, yo.
Bojangles. We don't have
What the hell's
Bojangles
a
in New York.
Bojangles? Yeah.
It's a southern fried chicken place.
Oh yeah.
And dude, seriously, their fried chicken is really good, but they've got a dessert that I'm waiting for later to have. Blueberry buttermilk biscuits, dude.
Oh my god.
With icing. Oh my god.
I'm not sure if I'm more hungry now hearing you talk about it or GT
You
talk
don't
about
eat
the four
food, dude, you eat
steaks he ate
popcorn.
at dinner.
Come
No. Oh, it's quite funny. I think the camera obviously makes me look like a normal person. What was that? Say that again, D. So what was that dessert again?
It's
Blueberry.
like blueberry buttermilk biscuits.
Oh my
So
god.
there's
Wow.
blueberries in the buttermilk biscuits covered in like cream cheese icing, dude.
Yeah, that cannot be good for you.
That sounds
But you know
insane.
what? It's F it Saturday, so Dee
That's
had
right.
fried chicken. She had a frickin' soda that she never has, and she's gonna have some dessert that she never usually has either later. So
Bojangles. Is it?
Bojangles.
That's hilarious. No,
Boj-
Sounds
I've
like the
never
name of
heard
a
of it
good
either.
it sounds like the name of a good film. I don't know.
Yeah, right. I love it.
Bojangles.
too
All
funny.
right, let's give a key to Swordsman away because I like that game. So
Heck yeah.
Good shout.
let's do it.
I love Swordsman and the studio, Sin Studios, man. We're working on it, and they have an update coming for PlayStation VR 2 to the game Swordsman. So that'll be cool.
Mr. GT might win.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be.
Or was it technical glitch?
Mm,
Oh,
Ooh,
Daniel,
so close.
yeah.
Congratulations, Daniel Kaz. Was that your horn?
What was that?
Up at the
It
Does it
sounded
sound
terrible. Yeah, hit that again.
Yeah.
Okay, it sounds better there. It didn't sound good the first time.
didn't
It was
sound
weird.
good.
It
sounded
sounded
weird
like
the
it was
first time.
like 2 rooms over, dude.
It
Oh,
did,
really?
yeah.
Oh, too bad. Too funny.
So who
Cool.
was
That's
that?
a great game.
Daniel.
Daniel
yeah.
Kaz.
Daniel Kaz, yeah, cool game. All right, guys, let's get into this topic I want to talk about, and this is people. I just had this thought. I was talking to Dee and Todd. I had a message. Somebody sent me a message last night in Discord, and it was Guido7335, and I've had about 2 other people send me Discord messages in the last like 3 weeks, talking about how the PlayStation community and the Quest 2 community seem to want to eat each other. And we have gone through this over the years in console wars with Xbox and Nintendo and PlayStation. And it's kind of always been out there. But those are such big markets that it can sustain itself through a console war because it's doable. It's possible. There's so many more people. I asked Guido if I could read what he said to me and kind of summarize it a little bit and read it. And he said, yeah, absolutely. So let me read this real quick, and then we'll kind of get into this topic, okay?
I love Guido. Yeah.
He's such a good
Yeah.
guy, and you're going to love him
Big
even
time.
more after this.
Oh, how could that be?
Yeah. All right. He says, I am not the smartest guy in the room. So when chats, Discord message, and people talk about VR, like Quest sucks, PSVR 2 has a wire, or it's too much hype, PCVR rules the universe, or PCVR is dead, I keep to myself. I don't message. I don't put in my 2 cents. So here's my opinion for you. I love VR. I don't care what shape, size, wire or no wire, color pass through, black and white, from America, from China. What I care about is getting excited for something that suits me and is something that I enjoy. I don't care what anyone else says. Quest is one of the best affordable headsets to introduce you to VR. Pico is there too. Some people will never go beyond that. But there is excitement for Quest 3. And I'm so excited for them because it brings happiness into their lives. And people have mortgages and kids, and those suit their budgets. I'm so happy for those people just as much as I'm happy for someone looking for a new HTC headset. I believe PSVR 2 is going to be amazing for VR and AAA games. I have been so blessed and fortunate that I've got a Quest, a PC, and a PS5. There are those that can't really afford a decent PC, plus a VR headset. But with basically the cost of a PS5 and a headset, there you go, problem solved. So there'll be more hype for it because of the amount of people it serves. Quest players looking to upgrade to PC users, plus the fact that it's just plain awesome with all the modding you can do is amazing as well. I guess I'm just simple. I'm so happy and excited for every VR gamer out there. If I could, I would buy everyone in the community their most wanted headset. Thank you. Moreover, more VR is more VR. Who gives a shit how you consume it? Enjoy it and be happy for yourselves and others. We are VR. It's a good job,
There.
Guido.
Oh,
It's a good job.
Very
dude.
well said. Eric's gonna cry.
Seriously, man.
cute.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
He
And
is.
I don't know about you guys. We'll get your opinion. I want to hear everybody's opinion on this. And then I'll kind of talk about mine. But I think that was well put. What do you guys think?
Absolutely. Like I'm not gonna close myself off to just one or the other. That's why I've had uh PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, just I've had it everything. I want all the stuff. I want all the fun I can have that I can afford. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm multi-format. I have been through all my gaming career. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, technically I'm a Meta ambassador making PlayStation VR content. Why? Because it's what I love. Do you know what I mean? When they asked me to join the ambassador program, I was like, well, I cannot be tied to anything. Like, I will go where I want to go. And they were like, that's absolutely fine. And yeah, I mean, potentially for the next, well, I don't know. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, Guido's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. But it's such a difficult thing because I think there can be. Go on, Todd. What about you, man? What about you? Before we get into the real thing of it, what about you? How do you feel about this?
I think he's right. I don't like the divide, but the hype and the contention is real, and I don't know why. If it's people truly hate PlayStation, or if it's just out of their reach, so this is how they lash out by saying it's terrible. It could be both. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a console player. I didn't have a PlayStation. I do now because I wanted to play PlayStation VR 2. But I am fortunate enough to be able to just go buy one. And I get that there's a lot of people out there that can't do that. But I don't think that needs to, feed the rage to hate PlayStation VR. Like, VR is VR. The more content we get created for every platform, I think eventually it's going to benefit everyone.
Agreed. Well said. Yeah, and it's not just people hating the PlayStation. There are huge PlayStation fans that just hate the Quest and anything that has to do with it. And while I kill the Quest for some of the mobile VR games that are out there, I don't think anybody can ever say anything is wrong with it. The Quest has done more for VR than any other headset out there. We would not be here today most likely without a standalone affordable $300 headset.
But there's people out there who would argue that that's not correct.
Yeah,
Do you know
I
what
mean,
I'm
I can't. I guess I can't prove that point. It's just.
No, but I know that point because as a user, that's my experience. As a
Right.
user, PlayStation had an amazing 2 years, 2017, 2018. Were like really banging years. So 2016 actually, really end of 2016, 2017, 2018. And then it kind of started fading out a little bit, and I was doing developer interviews at the time in VR, in Rec Room and stuff. And these developers started telling me about this headset coming out from Oculus that doesn't need a PC, doesn't need a console, doesn't need wires, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and what was it called? Was it San? What was the code name for Quest?
Oh, it was oh God.
Oh
yeah.
no, I can't.
No, the
Never,
Seacliff is the new
Never
one.
mind,
It was the Seacliff, or is the Seacliff the
No.
new one?
what the hell was it?
Oh, I can't remember it either, but
Shit, I can't remember. Hang on.
It was San something, wasn't it?
it was. Yeah.
So anyway, he started telling me about this headset, right? And then he started telling me about the Guardian system. And at the time, like with
Santa
PSVR,
Cruz.
Santa
that's
Cruz.
it.
Yeah,
Santa
yeah.
Cruz, yeah, so cool. you had like a grid sometimes come up, and it used to really piss me off. So he's telling me about all these different things, and how he told me way more than he should have told me. He was like, "Yeah, and what you can do is that every room you scan, it remembers it. So every room in my house, I can play VR now, and it knows exactly the layout of that room and all this." And I was just like, I want to say you're talking bollocks because it sounds so in the future. And then suddenly it was with us, and it was affordable because of obviously the money behind it, you know, and that continued with Quest 2. But yeah, sure enough, like for me, Quest 2, like things have slowed down quite a bit. I mean, I think it was, well, I do try and argue the point that we've had some fantastic games, and we really have, like Bone Lab, Resident Evil 4. But someone said to me, like, Resident Evil 4 was 2021, end of 2021. I was like, was it?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe we haven't had any
October.
massive games. Yeah, so so literally, I go where the games are, but I don't dislike anything else because of that, and I think that's the bit that I feel like sometimes I'm a bit different from the people that I read in my comments. You know?
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, you just have very split communities, and we're no different. It's not like, it's just VR. I mean, this has been going on for years, and my thought when I was reading all these things, and it wasn't just Guido that did this, by the way. There were, I had a couple other messages from other people as well that were really well put. This was just the most recent. But what I thought was, can VR, which is a still fairly small market, a niche market, can we afford a headset war to where we're drawing our lines in the sand and we're putting down other headsets to say they're bad headsets, or you shouldn't play that headset, or that headset's a waste of money? And that's basically what happens when people get on one side or the other. It has to be like you're not doing real VR unless you're doing the VR that I want you to do. And can we afford those things? I mean, you can afford them when you have millions and millions and millions of people playing Xbox or PlayStation, but can you afford it here?
I think there's some people who enforce that as well. That they will spread that word like, yeah, I don't want to play that because it hasn't done any good for VR, and I'm all about this particular system, and that's cool for that person and maybe that community of people who think the same. But eventually, over time, and this is where I try and keep my mouth shut over this stuff, is because over time, the same thing that happened. I didn't hate anything else when I only loved PlayStation VR because I'm just not like that as a person. But what happened is it's gateways, so they'll come in, meet this particular crazed Quest channel, and it'd be Quest, and then suddenly someone will go, "Oh yeah, but have you played this on? Have you seen this on this particular system?" And they'll go, "Oh, that looks pretty good." And sure enough, maybe their friend ecosystem will be like, "No, don't do it, man, don't do it." And then that one person will come back in and go, "Do you know what? That was really good." And that's what happens. That's what happened to me. Like that's how it happened to me. I just wanted to play something else and wanted to play, So yeah, I'm sure like you guys. I mean, you guys are Q2C, but you talk about everything. It's not like you're not preaching.
And we get a lot of flack for that.
We do. We take a lot of heat.
Flack.
What, for talking about other things?
Yep.
Yeah, of course you do. I mean, I've spoken to BMF about it. He was the unofficial home
right
for Oculus Quest. And then when you try and reach out to other communities, or as a YouTube channel, you may be trying to get more viewers and stuff. It can be tough because your audience is already fixated on what you did previously. They thought you loved and what you were all about. You know what I mean? It's like giving someone another menu in your favorite restaurant. You'd be like, "Oh, I'll have this," and they go, "Well, we've actually changed that now. We've got this other menu," and you'd be like,
well, I think though, as long as you don't take the favorites off the menu, then the menu change can be good.
It can be good. I just
we
think
still talk about Quest Pro, Quest 2.
Yeah, but I think
branch out.
I think if there's not a lot to talk about, it can look the other way. And that's not your fault. That's not anyone's fault. Like. Yeah. So you can't sit here and go Assassin's Creed Nexus, like everyone's looking forward to talking about that. But what can you say about it now? And that's, you got the channels who can just make up news. They hear a little bit about and report on it, and that keeps them going. But is anything really happening? You know what I mean? It's tough, isn't it? So, yeah.
And like, I like what you said, like, being like a gateway for some people to move into other things. Like, to me, that was one of the biggest things of with the Quest. is, to me, it's always been a great gateway to get somebody to try something for the first time. That's fairly affordable, and then if they do fall in love with it, they can move themselves into different spots with it and do different things, and maybe go to PlayStation VR 2, or maybe go to PC if they can do a PC. Just like D did the same thing. D was very, very rooted in just Quest for how long, until you were like, I want to build a PC so I can enjoy and try something different. Now, how many in our community have we helped build PCs just in the last? I mean, we helped Classy Grandma, Je ne sais quoi, just in the last 2 weeks build PCs because they wanted to get it and try things like you can't try it, normally. So, and then, how many people now have had a Quest and now want to get into AAA gaming, so they're going to go get a PlayStation VR 2.
Just seriously, like, building this PC has changed my mind. I'm just tapping that keg right now with PC VR.
What was that little laugh afterwards?
Hey,
That was you, dude.
You know who else likes to tap a keg?
Yeah. I was just like,
I was wondering when she was going to make an appearance. But,
phrases. I've never heard that phrase in my life.
Tapping a keg?
It's a beer keg. Tapping beer
right.
keg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never
Just
heard
getting
that.
started.
Never heard
so yeah, I'm just getting into that whole realm, and like, it's already changed. Like, at least 2 games that I have played. I will never play after the fall on my Quest standalone again, if I can help it, because it's always going to be the PC VR. And then, dude, freaking Half-Life Alyx, come on, yo! Oh my god.
I know.
Wait, honestly, guys, Horizon.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Can't
Yeah.
wait
So
I can't
good.
wait to play the whole thing. Yeah.
I've only played 30 minutes of it, and
Yeah.
the 30 minutes had me grinning like a little kid.
Hooked. Yeah.
I've played nothing, and I'm still super excited for it. I played the flag games.
And there's even
GT.
people that I've seen who even comments, I think, on your video of the review of Call of the Mountain that were not PlayStation VR 2 enthusiasts who were complaining about the game, how it's a rail-based game and how
The boss fights. It was the boss
Well,
fights.
that, and they were just like, it's just the
the
climb,
climb in
it's the
VR,
climb
yeah.
in PlayStation.
come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's difficult not to respond to those kind of comments, right?
You'll see. Yeah. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, the less I say on this matter, in some ways, is better because. But I just, as you just said, I think Guido put it absolutely perfectly, and it's really cool that there is communities like yours, mine, and other people's that are just we are VR fans.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
that's the
And
yeah.
And I mean, it's in the name too. It's not a Quest 2 group, Quest 2 community. So
Well put, D. I like it. Hell yeah, I like it. It was good. Yeah, I want everybody to be happy. Like, me and Todd got into a big fight about the big screen. Not fight, but we got into a good debate and
Oh, it was
discussion on
good.
Thursday's show.
I've watched it 3 times.
Have you really? Nice. But it was I thought it was a really good debate back and forth about the new big screen headset. And, and I was kind of on the side that I don't understand that headset. And but it doesn't mean I wish for that headset to fail in any way. Just because I see flaws or I can point things out doesn't mean I don't hope that 100 people or 100,000 people buy that headset. Like, I hope that every person that wants to do VR chat or do social VR or do, whatever that headset's geared toward, which I still don't really exactly get, but whatever the headset is geared toward, I hope it does super well. Like, I hope the PlayStation does well, and I hope that, Quest 3 does super well. I want everyone, the HTC. I hope that headset, which I think is a good headset, does well. But I hope they all work. They're not going to
everywhere though, right? Like, we have console wars. The Xbox, PlayStation communities are diabolically opposed to each other. We have console versus PC wars with PC gaming. If you've ever played Call of Duty, everyone on a console in the lobby hates those people on PC in the same lobby. We're all playing the same game. Like, why can't we just get along? I don't get it.
Yeah. Why can't we
It's
all just get
inevitable.
along? You need to get that as a soundbite. That is so
That's
cool.
funny.
Can't we all just get along?
It's the Android
so
versus
good.
the iPhone. It's
I love
the
it.
you know what I mean? Like, it's the hybrid versus the gasoline guzzler. It happens in all walks of life. And I think it's inevitable that it's coming to our little VR tight knit community. This war is going to happen.
Oh, wait till the
I
freaking Apple headset comes out and they're all
my
looking
God.
down their noses
That's
at
the
us.
thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, this isn't. I think some people running into this think that it's going to be quite straightforward. Like it's going to be PSVR and Quest. It's not. It's not going to be like that. Maybe if it was strictly games, it could be that because they're the only. I mean, Meta obviously have bought studios and they're going to have exclusives and stuff, but VR just keeps. It's not going anywhere. It's definitely growing. I really hope Sony stay in the race this time, though. I don't want them to another good 2-3 years and they're like, nah, we'll leave it a while. You know.
Are you nervous with the lack of advertising
From
Sony?
I don't know because I mean, at the end of the day, it's this, and I know if I said this to a PSVR community, they'd be pissed off. It's not their focus.
Yeah.
It's not their focus. You know, this is like a hobby. You know, it's like
accessory.
yeah. So when I went to Supermassive Games, I was actually very sure. Which is Switchback VR, in case you don't know, Rush Blood.
If you don't know, you're in trouble.
I was very sure that that game would have been subsidized by Sony to come to the platform, and they were like, no, like Sony asked us if we'd like to make it, and we've done it all ourselves. So I think it's the only game they've ever developed and published themselves, which is a big deal for a studio. You know, I mean, they are a sizable studio, but that's how much they personally wanted to do VR, and I think that's what Sony's going to bring. You know, I just see it as what I hope is people find VR through Quest, and then they go to PC or PSVR and they go to PC or whatever way it goes. But I really hope they don't just hit that one room, and these people just grab them and go, right, that's it, you're staying here.
Don't go anywhere else.
You're part of our army now. You're like, oh no. So yeah.
Yeah, the question that when I brought this topic up to D and Todd, just said, hey, we're going to talk about this. The question was, you know, whether it can sustain this, whether this market can sustain it or not. Is it inevitable that you're going to have these lines drawn in sand because that's human nature, I guess. Somebody said in chat earlier, it's human nature to want to affirm your purchase by saying everything else is shit. Like I chose this headset. I spent a lot of money on this headset, so I need to make myself feel better or whatever by saying no other headset can be good except for the one I made this decision on. And it's more pronounced when it's an expensive headset.
Right. But you know what? That's on them to feel that way. You know what? I get a headset. I'm happy with it. All right. You get a headset. You're not happy with it. Okay, dude. Whatever. I'm gonna be over here having fun, and you get a headset. You get a headset.
I know,
Sorry.
right?
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
I can nail it.
We just need like Mr. Beef to come out and buy everybody headsets.
Did you say Mr. Beef?
Is it Mr.
No.
Beef? Yeah. Dr.
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast. That's his name.
I don't think Mr. Beef's got the money to buy
Hey, do you think
everyone a
Mr. Beast will come in there now that I mispronounced his name and like raid our stream?
No, I don't.
You've been mispronouncing my name for like a year and a half now, dude. So
I actually have it right in the notes and everything. I'm like, I
does.
typed Chinatown
There's
D
a
and I backspaced
first
and I put
time for
Chinatown D.
everything, man. There's a
Yep.
first time for.
I was tagging you in Twitter
threatening.
today, D, and there is no in Twitter. There is no at Chi-Town D, and I didn't know if
fix
you
that.
wanted your name
Yeah.
out there because I did find your actual name in there, but I didn't at you because I didn't know if I should
Oh,
do that or not.
I did the same. I didn't tag her because I was
Dude,
like, oh,
no,
well.
seriously, I don't care. I've had
No,
that Twitter account.
You should change it. You can
since-
change you can go into the profile settings and change it to try down D. You don't have to make a new one. Just change it.
Can I just see? There's some really good comments in this chat today. It's
Yeah,
really cool. There's some really good ones. There was a couple ones. So Assassin32 said, I got into a recent argument with a very well-known YouTuber that put out a YouTube short comparing PSVR 2 and Quest 2. Absolutely mocking. All I can say is, dude, right? And I think I know who that is, but and I know you think it might be that one person, but there'll be other people doing that you just don't know about because of the way social media works. You know, there's actually lots of VR channels and in multiple languages, but you just don't know about them because the algorithm doesn't serve them to you because it's not what you're looking for. Try it, have a look around. I dare you, but and it's not very good. It's not very good, to be honest. But just don't click bollocks. Try and stay away from bollocks. There's actually a hide button on YouTube that no one uses really, but you can,
Yeah.
and I've done it. Like if you see some stuff like that and it's not for you and you don't like it, instead of getting like angry, just go hide this channel and you'll be That's the same as Twitter. Like, so many people who talk to me about Twitter, they go, "Oh, Twitter's poison." I'm not saying Twitter's any good at the moment, by the way, because of the way shit's going on there. But when it comes to crap, literally, my Twitter is purely filtered on exactly what I'm interested in.
Same with TikTok.
Yeah,
I filter my TikTok, and you can go through and you can unfollow and
yeah.
Tribe Grey Wolf actually showed me how to do this and how to totally cater it to what you want. So all I see is VR stuff. I don't see any junk on my TikTok account.
Yeah, because I
anymore.
bet you said like, why the fuck am I
Yeah.
seeing this?
Well, it took me a long time to go through and say I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want
Well,
it.
TikTok works
now it's
as a
perfect.
roulette system. It's meant to do that for you anyway.
Mhm.
What you've done is make it harder to get you. You probably spend less time on TikTok now because you're seeing what you want.
Oh, totally.
So the idea of TikTok is a fruit machine base where you spin. You know, you might get a little win. Spin. And it's like, oh, I love this. Bam. and then you go spin, and it purposefully doesn't give you what you want all the time because it's eyes on screen, and you get that feeling of, oh, I've just found something really good. I
A
like to watch
dopamine
it.
hit every time you see the puppy dog. And yeah.
Apparently so.
That's
Apparently
how it works.
so. Apparently so. That's how it works. So,
But
yeah,
you can.
you
eat
need
it
to
a little bit.
control. You need to control your own stuff, and you can. So when I see people say this stuff about clickbait and bullshit videos, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, just literally filter that stuff. You know, just that's what I would say.
Yeah,
It'll help
consume
your
how you
blood
want to
pressure.
consume.
Mr. Beef will,
That was too funny.
Mr. Beef will launch his own platform.
Let's do it. Get Mr. Beast to do it to headset. That'd be fun.
He's
with
been
me.
campaigning to become the CEO of Twitter, so I don't know what the hell he's doing lately.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Twitter is a mess as it is already.
Yeah.
Todd, you caught a comment. I thought it was a great catch
I
by
did,
you, and I think it's a go ahead and bring it up.
It was a comment by Arcanian that I didn't want it to slip by, so I copied it here. But he asks, do you think Sony will launch a new PlayStation Home for VR? And if not, should they? Let's go to D first.
What? No.
Can you say that again? I must have missed something.
So like a different like home page or like home screen for.
I think he means
PSVR?
maybe like, you know how you have your
Like a
Quest
Meta
Home or
where
like
you can
your Meta
invite people
Home.
in,
Yeah.
like the Oculus Home for the Rift, or
Like
What
currently
about
when
it,
you go in, when you go into PlayStation VR 2, there's no like spot.
Just a
You're just
menu.
in a blank menu screen,
No,
right?
it's actually very un-VR.
Yeah, right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, actually, you know what? This is something. It's really good you brought this up. For as much as I love that headset, there's in a lot of ways, it is still an add-on. It's definitely an add-on. You know, until PS Home comes out, and that is VR or something. But the fact they haven't done PS Home for flat makes me even think that would they even invest in making a VR version of it because it failed before. Hopefully they do. But yeah, you go in there and it is just a flat. Like, Quest people would kick off, and PC people would kick off if you said, right, this is our new UI. What is it? It's just a floaty screen that's flat.
Right.
You just scroll it. They'd be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Where am I? Where the hell am I?
Yeah.
especially Quest people, for sure.
I
Well,
love jumping in my Quest and I'm in the freaking Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
You know,
that's what I got.
I
set
love
up
that
for
environment.
mine,
I'm in there.
but-
I love that in there.
I love Rift Home, dude. Like, I remember it blew my fucking mind. And
remember
do
it?
you know what? Paradise, if you want to see a really cool Rift Home, PCVR Home, Paradise had every single VR game as a cartridge and a box spread out in his room. on, like,
I've got about
shelves.
20 of them on my shelf. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you actually pick up the cartridge. It's so cool, the Inception side of this, that you would pick up a virtual cartridge of a game, put it in a console, press a button, and then put on the VR headset in your home to play the
Oh,
game.
I can't do that. That's cool.
That's in PC now. You can go and do that in home now.
Oh my goodness, I don't.
But
have
no one
that
no one really knows about it. No one really talks
That's cool.
about it. But it was, in a way, it was. I can see that being so ahead of its time. That in like, if PlayStation started to do something like that, people would be like, "Oh,
Be
have you
amazing.
seen? It'd be amazing." Yeah, like you go in there, you pick up a virtual PSVR, and you're in here. But oh my god, people will lose their shit. But I'll be like, dude, I've done that 6 years ago.
Yeah. But you know what?
Yeah.
Somebody said it before too, and this was a big miss, I thought. Oculus Rooms. Remember Oculus Rooms? You actually could go to other people's rooms, designed rooms before, and they kind of got rid of that. And they kind of went to this home now. But now you're back to it again with Oculus Home. You can actually visit other people's home now. But if that wasn't the way for the last 3 years or so, but Oculus Rooms was really cool. Like you said, you could build a whole bunch of cool shit in there, and then you could go and travel to that person's room and check it out. But and PlayStation Home on PlayStation 3 was really cool, man. I mean, I remember going in. They had bowling alleys and like little malls and like areas you could walk around and talk to people, and they kind of let that die, right? And
do you know what though? It's still sitting there waiting to come back. It really is. It's just sometimes I think things are a bit too soon. You know?
Right, that was ahead of its time, because that is what freaking Horizon wants to be now, and that was how many years ago?
A fucking Horizon, like.
Yeah.
I
don't know if you saw it, but Between Realities yesterday had
Geens on.
Geens
from
on.
Neos. Yeah,
blanked on his name. From Neos, talking about how Neos changes that are coming, and I can't wait to never see Horizons again.
The problem with Neos is like, it's like most things, it's locked behind PCVR. And when I say locked, it's because they're working unfortunately on that, PC will always be the smallest adoption because of the cost. And that's why, like, even when I think I've done a video on PSVR 2, and I even said it in there, and I was surprised at the lack of engagement it got of like, hey, standalone will be the winner of VR. That's how it will win, because it has to be mobile and it has to be not dependent on anything but itself. You know, when you think of like Ready Player One, you know, that's the style of what it will be. You just put it on anywhere, and it does everything. It does VR, it does MR, it does the lot. And that's why I think Meta is aiming for. But it just, at the same time, it's like they seem to give up on games to go, oh, we're going to make some mixed reality stuff. It's like, well, fuck, you know.
Yeah, but even Brad said it a few times that the technology just isn't there to make a Ready Player One headset a reality. So I don't think PC VR is going anywhere, because
I don't know.
It's needed. The hardware, we need it. There's no way you can put all that shit on your face. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Things are just sometimes too early, and if anything, I think this is where I think some people got really pissed off with Quest. But I'm a retro gamer, by the way. I still love my retro stuff. So when I go back and play retro games, like, admittedly, I can still like then play a game, I don't know, on PS3 and think, oh, it looks pretty good, because I just played a game on the NES. So like playing games on, that's my hack. Playing games on Quest, I still enjoy. I do. I still enjoy them. Like Phantom Covert Ops.
Good
on
game.
Quest.
Great
it's
game.
Fucking, it's brilliant. Do you know what I'm saying?
Really good.
It looks amazing on PC, and I'd love to see it on PSVR too. Because someone in the chat said, like, is there many games that I'm going to be playing on PSVR 2 that I kind of already own on others? And I mean, I'll probably check them out if I'm given access, but I probably won't make a video on them unless it is substantially different, because would I personally buy it again? If I don't think so, I probably won't. So... yeah,
that's a weird thing that we always have to like figure out too, right? Because we have access to so many things, and so many people don't. So when we get excited and go, "Oh my god, this is so cool!" I mean, this is the same game I played, and like, we say, "Hey, this is something you should go get," and like, well, Eric, I can't go get double of every game or triple of every game. You know what I mean? So you're right; it's something you have to think about all the time. And Skiva007 said something in chat. He said, "Neos will only be locked behind PCVR until mobile chips catch up," and that's what I'm hopeful for. Maybe Quest 3 can give play things like Neos and other things a chance to be standalone, because we know that's where the mass adoption is. And I don't think PlayStation will probably go the social route or the world building route, other than maybe do Dreams again.
The things we don't
already coming.
Yeah, of course, Rec Room is definitely going to happen, but we just don't know about that headset. That headset might sell less than it did before. It might sell more. We just don't know. Like, and there's people out there who tell you it's the best thing to ever happen to VR, but we don't know that yet. We just don't know that yet. You know, I still think that when Quest 3 comes back, like, that's going to be the storm. You know, that's going to be the craze. You know,
I'm glad you said that, because there are people that are touting PSVR 2 is the best thing that happened to VR, and
it's not. Right. It's just really good.
Quest 1 is the best thing that happened to VR.
So there's there'll always be stages. You know, what I think when people get into PSVR 2, they'll realize visually, clarity wise, how if you're up to date on PC stuff, right, and use a Quest 2, or I mean, if you use a G2. you've actually got better clarity than the PSVR 2 already. I think when you use this and get in there and visually see what's going on, and it's all subjective, from someone as myself who has quite a good PC and has Quest 2 and has used all these other headsets, it's decent VR. And the headset haptics can actually tip it over the edge of like, actually, this is fucking really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the visuals and stuff, like, it's just a decent version of VR, but it's not gonna. I think there's some people who are going to play it who have got G2s and have got indexes. I do predict a lot of people playing it and going, dude, this is just like a fucking index with Rumble. Like, that's what I think a lot of people will do. But personally, I don't own an index. I've used them, but I don't own one. So maybe I would say that. I don't know, but I don't own one, so I can't.
I've just gone back to my index. I've had an index for a long time, and I got away from it forever because, I get a chance. Luckily I get a chance to try a lot of headsets, and I got stuck in the Quest Pro and the Quest 2. And sometimes the index is just a pain in the ass to hook up because for me, I've got to run the wire and everything, and I've got things I have to unplug from the back of my computer to make it work.
Quest is so easy, dude.
Yeah, it is. It's just ease
so
of entry,
easy.
and especially
so
when
versatile.
and when we're doing things, it's like a time issue. Like I have to get this done right now because I have to go do this. I have to record this. So it's not like you got ultimate time to do these things. So a lot of times it's quick and easy, but. And then my end, always the problem with the index with me is the God rays have always been terrible for me in that headset. But I recently got back into it because I've been playing, the Ghost of Tabor, and it just runs better for me on that headset than it does on the Quest Pro headset. And I love this. The index is still a fantastic headset. It's still so good, but for me, it still has bad God rays. Like if you get into any screen where you have text on black, it is terrible. It's just like one of the worst headsets I've ever seen for that. And it's
an old headset now, though, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
That, again, I think that was quite ahead of its time. But I mean, it's not like you didn't pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, it was
cheap.
and it's still the same price. That headset is still the exact same price today. Now you can go get them used at like GameStop for cheaper used ones, but if you're gonna buy a brand new one, it still has the exact same price today as it was when it launched.
Yeah,
that's almost unheard of for older hardware like that. But I wonder how many they're still selling. Old. Yeah, that's what I mean. I wonder how many they're still selling.
Wow, that's crazy. I'll never forget experiencing the FOV. That's the thing. Like the field of view in the PSVR 2 is something I haven't really spoken about, and I should have, but I didn't. It's really good. It's not like mind-blowingly good though. Like as in when I used an index, I was like, fucking hell, like this is crazy. Like I'm filled with game, and then I like went into a Vive. I can't remember what the Vive was then. The blue one.
Oh, the Cosmos.
No, not the Cosmos. I fucking hate that.
The Focus.
The Focus. Might be the Focus. And I said it before loads of times. It was honestly like someone had put like binoculars on backwards for me. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, I know. Yeah, you said the blue one. You meant the Vive Pro.
Vive Pro, yeah, it ruined it for me. Literally, I thought, like, I hope I never play an index again because it just make every headset shit. Because field of view is so wonderful. So yeah, again, the PSVR 2 isn't like a, oh my god, that's fucking crazily better than Quest 2, but it's better, but it's decent. It's just good, like it's a good standard of VR, I think.
All I know is that Quest 2. That's all I know.
Yeah, so I think you'll see that and be like, "Oh, this is really good."
Oh, yeah,
but I don't think you're gonna fall on the floor though. Like when I done an index, honestly, I nearly fell over. I was like, "What the fuck?" I felt like I've been like I'd seen a whole new world a little bit at the time.
Throw on the Pimax AKX and it puts my index to shame, right?
Yeah, I think it's the other thing as well is the refresh rate. I'd only had a at the time I was running a Rift S, maybe a CV1.
Oh wow!
So CV1, so you got that resolution, that FOV, like, yeah, and the hertz. It was just like bam, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I love the index. Still a good headset. I mean, the Pimax, the new Pimax Crystal is a good headset. I cannot get it to work right now, but. When I can get it to work, it'll be a great headset.
Sure, it's gonna be wonderful.
I love the form factor difference. Though. I think it was someone else who done a tweet. The Pimax versus that new big screen headset. You're like,
oh my god, yeah, it's
that
like
is so different. That is so different.
There, right?
Yeah,
So no one ever
I'm-
talks about Pico though, do they? Like no one talks. It's so bad.
Is that
because
still a thing?
that Pico 4
I still
is
use
such a
mine.
cool headset.
It's right there. Yep.
Really? I
got
want
one
to.
soon. And you know what? Speaking of that, I just got one of these in the mail. Have you guys tried these yet? GT, you probably tried this. Have you?
Yeah, it's really
This
good.
could make a difference for me because I don't
Yeah.
like the form. Like I have a Pico 4 and it's just super uncomfortable for me. And it's like my least grabbed headset. Like I want to go grab a headset.
Yeah.
I very rarely try and go to the Pico.
Least grabbed headset. This man legitimately.
Yeah, but no, but but when you have choice, that it's a good though because if you had choice and then if you only have 2 headsets, it's an easy pick. But if you have 7 headsets and you always legitimately go back to one, it's a good indicator of what headsets are good. Like I like the Pico, I think it's a good headset. But GT, you have multiple headsets. Which one do you go to most often? Like,
most
do you use your
often
Quest Pro or do you go to the Pico? Or
I want to see why these bumping
Yeah.
No,
around.
I just said the whole thing about this man, and then he's like, "No, 7 headsets." I just,
Yeah. It's flexing.
I'll send you 3 of my headsets and then we'll be even.
To be fair, the Quest 2 is just like so. There's a number of things. So like I think with the PSVR 2 as well, the controllers I think might get on people's nerves in some ways because they do run out of charge. Quest 2 I've been spoiled. So other people, that's the difference. I've been spoiled. Anyone who's got a Quest 2 has been spoiled with extra long life in their controllers. Like I rarely know, but it's weird. I only change the batteries probably once a month, but it still pisses me off when I get to 10%. But I'm plugging the fucking PSVR 2 ones in every other day, so it's like, yeah.
Well, even with the index controllers,
I had it happen last night
I
with
burned
my
through
index.
my index controllers playing Neos every day.
What is
So
the?
I ended up
life
getting
of
a.
them, then?
I ended up getting a dock. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, right there. That's my
Oh,
index
dude.
controllers mounted to the wall, so that I can just
Yeah, that's
pop them
cool.
in.
So that's
and charge
why
them.
I want the PSVR 2 dock, because
Yeah,
Need it.
same.
I
I
have
ordered
my
that as
little
well.
I have my little USB here for my DualSense, and in my review I said I can't believe that PlayStation didn't chuck in another cable so you can plug in both controllers. Everyone's like, "We've already got one, dude. You've already got one because of the controller." I'm like, "Yeah, but I use that fucking one already. I don't want to unplug something to plug something else in, if you know what I'm saying.
It's
I
like
need
the Quest Pro.
I
The
want
Quest
the
Pro
dock.
came with one controller charger.
Yeah, that was weird, man. That was
Right,
weird.
it came with the dock, so you can charge them both. But it came with cables, so you could charge the controllers. But it came with one.
Yes,
Two
yeah,
controllers,
yeah.
That
one
was a
cable.
weird thing.
Just stupid.
Yeah.
And it's
Skiba
proprietary. It's not like it's a USB-C cable. It's a,
Oh, I
you
know,
gotta
you
have
gotta have
that
a
stupid
special
little
cable.
magnetic thing on it, right?
Skiba, this is a good
Yeah.
point. Skiba says I have over a dozen headsets and I can't get away from my index.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's different, dude.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you have 2 headsets and you choose this one or that one, it's easier to go back and forth. But when somebody says I have all these headsets, but that's the headset I always go to, it gives you a good indication of what is a really good headset to go to. What's a comfortable headset? Like I said, for a long time, I was using nothing but the Quest Pro. I had kind of given up the Quest 2 completely. And then I went back to the Index just because of the refresh rate. The FOV is great with the Index, but the refresh rate, everything just
It's
runs
amazing.
so much smoother,
Yeah.
man. With 144 hertz or 120 hertz, it's amazing when it feels like that. So I don't know. There's so many good headsets right now. And
I haven't.
Todd,
put
are
my
you getting the big screen headset? Todd, everybody's asking.
I know everybody's asking in chat.
Are you gonna get the big?
Are
screen?
they?
The big screen, little screen. Are you gonna get it?
Oh, the big
Are
screen,
they?
little screen. Yeah, you might see it on my face one day. I'm not gonna lie. I like it. I think it's cool for
GT,
what
what-
I would
what-
use it for. I think it's a smart headset. So,
I know.
and I know a lot of
you
people
like
don't
it.
agree with me. But
GT, what do you think of this big screen headset?
Big screen.
And have you
beyond.
tried? Were you able to try it anywhere?
No, I never tried it, but Darshan said he was going to send me one, but I haven't told him I haven't got any base stations. So I'm gonna have to-
Tell him to send it to me.
100 headsets. You got 100 headsets and you don't have any base stations?
I don't have any base stations because
Wow.
I'm very lucky that usually people invite me places to try stuff. So,
Right.
yeah, with the big screen thing is phenomenal in form factor again, and I felt really bad for the XR Elite. So literally 2 weeks prior to that, I'd done the HTC XR Elite thing,
Right.
and I was pretty wowed by that, especially when he took the battery off and just left it as a pair of glasses.
Yeah.
Admittedly, though, I mean they stick out like that much out the front, so you do look like I don't know, like a baddie from
Steampunk.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Years and a half shell.
But it was still 250 grams for the unit. And I was just like, that's crazy. Like, that's really cool. And then the big screen thing was there, and I was just like, fucking hell. And that's the thing, dude. Like, let me just get the size of this thing.
So big.
Right.
It is. It's huge, man.
It's massive.
Huge.
It's
Have you
not.
seen the teardown video? It's not that big inside.
I know.
It
It
makes
seems
so big.
the front of it just seems so like just this way. Like to me,
That's
to
huge.
me, it's not like it hangs off, but like the height of it, it looks like when you put it on
Yeah,
your
it
head,
is. It is a great big. You put it on, dude, and like that much of your face has been seen.
I know it's like your face is gone.
But
My-
I just saw what you were talking about before, Mash, because I was kind of worried with my glasses because I don't have lenses for it.
Right.
But
The
I
accordion thing would be
saw
great.
the accordion thing now that you
Yeah.
kind of held that up. GT. So,
Oh
it
yeah,
makes a world
yeah,
of
dude.
difference
When
for
you put that
glasses.
thing
Yeah.
on, you can't see anything. It's
Yeah.
so dark in there. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's a good
HTC
point,
hit
too.
that out of the park too with theirs. When you put that on, there was no light bleed on the HTC Vive XR Elite.
Yeah, and that's got diopters on it too, right? Is that
Yeah.
diopters? Yeah, it does, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So you don't even need it, even need lenses or anything. But it just reminds me, Will from Real Optics hit me up the other day. Just hey, just a reminder, tell everybody two days or something like that, and then you can start pre-ordering lenses for the PlayStation VR 2 from Real Optics if you do
And you
want to
can
get
use
lenses.
Q2C in the coupon section to get 5% off all their lenses.
Whoop,
I
whoop.
talked with him
Cool.
today.
That's a pretty good deal because they're a flat fee of like
$80.
$80, something like that.
Yep.
Which is pretty good for it. So
Is this
whatever
for people
whatever
who wear
prescription.
glasses?
Yeah,
Just for
yeah.
protection.
You can do
Because
both.
just-
Like they
Both.
make
They
a
have
blue, they make a
clear
blue light
ones.
blue light blocker if you don't have glasses and you just want like the blue light filter. But if you have a prescription, it doesn't matter what your prescription is, they'll cover it for $70 or $80. Wouldn't that does that include shipping? I think it does in the United States, right, Todd?
In the US, it does, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's really cool. It's quite interesting. Steve was saying about people complaining about the price of PSVR 2 big screen. How much is the big screen beyond?
$1,000
It's
$1,000 plus controllers plus base station.
I just
So-
think that's the thing where Quest has that angle, doesn't it? It is affordable. It's so affordable. That's the reason there's so many people out there with them. How many people
Yeah.
are using them now outside of birthdays and Christmases? I don't know, but
Mm-hmm.
that's the reason they turn into a gift, because you're not going to go gifting PCs and you're not going to go gifting big screen beyonds. So
Oh my God, can you imagine?
the company that I work for their employees were giving away one of the options was a Quest 2. I was
yeah,
like, oh come on, man.
I
If it
see
wasn't
it
for
all
the
the time.
Quest 2, I wouldn't be in VR right now. I wouldn't.
That's the thing, and I think that's why some people get really upset if anyone comes along and says Quest 2 it held VR back, but you're sitting here because of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I think you're an absolute fucking idiot if you think that about that. If you think that way of anything, you know, if that's your PSVR was my gateway, do you know what I mean? But if I've got no hate for it at all. I've got no hate for anything, really. It's really annoying when I hear this stuff because I'm like, no, dude. There's so many people I've met now in VR was because of whatever way they got in here. I'm just glad they're here. Wherever they go next, cool. You know, it was really good to meet you. But
Down to the core,
Yeah, right.
we're all gamers, right? So love the
Yeah.
games, no matter what platform, what format. Just, dude. Just
You know what?
game,
Speaking
yo.
of games,
Well
let's
said.
give away a game.
Yeah.
yeah, let's do it.
GT, while we're getting to do that, you have switched over from Sneak, I saw, and you were because I see you drinking there. So now are you G Fuel now?
I am.
So I
can't
saw
believe
your
that.
tweet. I was like, I don't know this, and maybe I'm wrong, but are you like because G Fuel is a really big brand. I mean, if you go to Flat Gaming, there's G Fuel is like ambassadors of G Fuel are like a lot of big Flat gamers. Are you like the first VR influencers?
I'm
doing
the
G
first.
Fuel?
I'm the first one. So there's 3 stages. There's your name's Ninja, and you've got your own flavor. there's affiliate, which is what I am, and there's an ambassador. So an ambassador buys their own G Fuel and gets you use their code, they get 10%. If you're an affiliate, you don't have to buy any of it unless you want to, and you get your viewers save 20%.
Wow.
And that's what I got. Like they come to me and they were like, "Dude, we love VR, and you seem to be the right guy for us to like gateway into it." And I was just
Yeah.
like, "Funny enough, I've really got the ump with who I was with before. I'm not really happy with what they're doing with their prices and stuff. So let's do it, you know." And I'm fucking. This is terrible. There's a flavour that's called clickbait, and I've not actually advertised it because of the irony.
Best,
I seriously think if I said to anyone,
Oh,
"Jump, my
is it
favourite
good?
flavour is,"
Like, what kind of flavor is clickbait? What
I
is
don't
that?
know if you've got them in America. Swizzle lollies. Do you know what they are? They're like a powdery lolly. They're in the UK. You used to get them all the time.
What's a
And my
lolly?
wife,
Lollipop.
Lolly.
yeah, lollipop.
Oh, like a sucker? Like a lollipop? We don't have.
Sucker.
I don't know what a lolly is.
You know,
not
never
kidding.
mind. I
It's
was
like
gonna say,
saying
well,
anyway,
Up here,
right?
lollies are chocolate ice cream. Is a lolly.
really? Is it really?
Yeah, it's
See, that'd be a choc ice here.
What?
See, you know what? That's like the Midwest in Illinois. We call it pop. On the West Coast, they call it soda, or
Yeah,
however
no,
it
I've
goes,
never
like,
heard soda or pop here. Everything
cola.
is just what it is.
It
Or
used to be
fizzy.
cola too. Cola.
Fizzy.
Whatever. Give me the fuzz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Soda. So
All
here
right,
we go.
I'm drawn. This is first
Neil,
Swordsman.
I like
finish.
it.
Things like
No,
that.
no,
Things
good.
like that. Shut the fuck up. We're spinning the
We're
wheels.
good. Yeah. I love it, man. I love it.
Digger 2. Donated by Mickey Burr.
I love the different types of things in different countries. Like I recently went to Europe, and the different types of candies and like things like that in different countries amazes me. And
Yeah.
I brought a whole bunch of stuff home for my daughter, and she was just like giddy trying different things and not knowing what they were.
We got my daughter for Christmas a subscription box that comes, and it's a little tiny box full of candy, and every time,
that's
every
a new
month
one.
is a different part of the world. Like the last one was
That's
South
pretty
Korea.
cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
She got all these candies from South Korea.
I've seen the one where you can do the different cereals from around the world, which is kind of cool.
Typical
Everybody's got this.
Kiwi Westie.
Wow!
Congratulations.
Typical Kiwi
Congratulations.
Westie. That's
I don't
awesome.
know
Congratulations.
where that came from, but yeah, it's a new name that I saw earlier.
Yeah.
Heck
cool,
yeah!
cool,
What was
cool.
that key to again, Todd? I forgot. What would
Cave
you
Digger
say?
2 on Steam.
Cave Digger 2. Congratulations. That's awesome. Fun
I'm
game.
looking-
Cave Digger 2.
I'm looking at GC13, just like, is she trolling Paradise? What is going on? I'm seeing stuff. I don't know what's going on in the chat.
Oh, GC, what's going on with the Synth Riders Tuesday nights? I moved our Patreon get together for Q2C from
I
Tuesdays
haven't
to
seen
Monday.
a single one.
From Tuesday, I moved our whole entire meeting with our whole entire patrons, so we could all go and hang with you and do Synth Riders on Tuesday night, Synth Rider night. And now there hasn't been not one Synth Rider night on Tuesday.
That you know of.
I'm a little miffed.
She's
Oh.
just
Oh
not
my
inviting
God,
us
I-
anymore.
Oh,
What? You've been doing them without me?
Dia,
How
you
dare
stirring
you.
the pot?
Dare
No.
you.
What was it? Do you remember when we first started the show? You started talking about like penises in cups or something, or sausages or
what?
something.
Oh my
Do you
God!
remember?
No, don't bring that back.
What
up,
was
please.
that?
No,
Oh
I'm
my
out,
God.
I'm
What
out.
was
No,
that,
no,
though?
no, it was nothing. It was nothing, G.
No, it
Next
was.
subject. Next subject. What? What
I
was
thought
that,
about it
GC?
today. I was like,
What was
oh
that?
yeah, the show. But
Damn it!
I was like cocks in a
Synth
cup.
Riders Tuesdays. When are we playing?
Cocks
The
in a
new-
cup?
the new
What?
pack?
Yeah, do you remember that?
No, no,
Yeah,
not
there
at all.
was.
Not at all.
Oh,
Synth Riders.
I felt like a
Right.
fucking crazy
Eric?
person, but that's what happened.
Roll the clip.
Oh, no. Oh God.
Oh man.
Oh boy. Frick you. Yeah,
Oh
me and
my
my
God,
frickin'
dude.
coffee cup with a bag of dicks.
Oh,
That's
that's what it
it.
was. It was a
There it
coffee
is.
cup.
One.
Dude.
Oh,
Not
there
a cup
it
of
is.
dicks, a
it
bag.
was yeah, eat a bag.
Oh my God.
It was the coffee cup. That's right. I forgot all
So
about that.
unsanitary.
I've
bag.
tried to forget
You've
about
tried to
that.
forget about it. Way to go, GT.
Yeah.
Why would you want to
Emotional.
forget about it? It was your bag.
I know, but dude, seriously, like people just did not stop. Some people could not stop.
Oh, was it
didn't
mashed?
think-
Not just
Oh.
him, not just him, but a lot of people
Oh,
in
I've
the
made it
chat.
Terrible.
You
worse.
How
know?
dare you besmirch me?
A typical.
What?
I just got to throw this out here before the chat goes away here. But typical Kiwi Westie is on Twitch watching us,
Oh, nice.
and his stream's buffering a little bit, or their stream. I don't know who it is, but you did win a key to Cave Digger 2 on Steam.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Yep. Message Todd. He'll put his Gmail in the chat, and you can just email Todd, and he'll take care of your key for you. There you go. Yep. Lamplighter@gmail.com. D, how dare you?
Dude,
throw me
whatever.
under the bus. I didn't say cup of. Never mind.
Well, yeah, see, yeah, whatever. Shut it.
I like
Just
that.
Like the bag of
In
dicks.
America, in wherever D is, A bag. It's a bag of dicks. There in the UK, it's a cup of cocks.
Oh my god.
That is the
Oh
best
my
thing ever.
God.
All right,
Guido.
Todd, get the shirts printed.
Yeah,
On
I
the
gotta
front,
get
you can
both
have the
shirts.
American version. On the back, you can have
Oh my
the
god.
UK version.
That's
Oh my god, you know the
amazing.
show has gone way too long when we
Yeah,
start
you're
talking
bringing people
about
together.
No, I'm out.
He's sliding out of your
out.
chair. Oh my god, too
I'm
funny.
out.
Too funny. All right, Todd, what do we got left to give away so we can let GT go to bed? It's like got to be almost midnight. What time is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry.
It's getting pretty close.
Yeah.
Speaking of t-shirts, though, I wanted to throw this up. We have a new function built into Restream, and I thought Reality Bytes, we're going to rebrand our logo and rechange some things over the next couple of weeks. So hopefully by the next time we air, everything will be a little bit different. But I wanted to try something, and let's see if this works because we had
Oh,
some
boy.
Oh
issues
no, I'm
with this.
scared.
I don't even know
Did
what
it
you're
work?
doing. Oh, this is cool. Okay.
Someone
Oh,
scanned
the QR code.
Oh, there's a
I
QR
don't know.
code.
I can't believe
know.
the show's all over already. That's crazy.
I
I
thought
know,
it would show
right?
up on the screen.
Holy crap!
It's not showing
Yep.
up on the screen.
No, I don't see anything.
But
I saw
someone-
someone scanned it. I didn't
It
see the
said
code.
someone scanned
Yeah,
it.
said
Yeah.
somebody scanned it. That's weird.
Yeah, there it is again. It says someone scanned it, but I don't actually see
What
it.
are you doing, Todd?
Well, we're
What are you
trying to
doing?
We're trying something new.
trying something new.
I guess.
It's the Reality Bytes original logo shirt that I put on sale today. If anybody
Nice.
wanted to grab one before it gets changed and taken down.
It must be showing because it says 9 people scanned it.
Yeah,
I wonder
don't
if you
know.
got to click on the link for
13?
it to show up.
14. Maybe people are
No.
clicking on the link. I don't know. I thought it would show up on screen because it says show when I click on it, but
I hope my phone's in night mode, dude, because I look like Donald Trump on this screen. I'm literally orange.
Cheeto.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
The Cheetos.
Cheeto.
it looks like every time I hit show, it just puts it in chat as a link to click on.
Yeah, I
Maybe
can see it in the
that's all
chat,
it is.
dude.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I can
no,
see
I
it in
see the
chat.
chat. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, GC13 says she's been extremely busy. I'm sure getting some things going together with Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. And,
I haven't seen her forever. Like,
works
it's
on
like-
it.
it must have
But,
been about a year.
but absolutely going to get back into the Synth Riders meetup.
I can't wait to actually be able to be there for one because my work shift just.
Right now, soon, D. Soon we get you out of there.
I know that
Hilarious.
it's behind you now, D. That's a dragon, isn't it, or something? Is that a dragon? What is that?
No,
behind
you know what that
on the
is?
left?
No.
What is that?
Oh, is that it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is what Tass 3D printed is a dragon.
Ah,
Yeah, it's pretty
Cool.
cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. Multicolored.
nice.
Okay, so our last game to give away today is Synth Riders plus download content, a whole bunch of DLC keys I have. This is a quest version.
Whoop.
Keep reaching for my.
Wow,
drink.
Skiva says he wants to go to the Synth Riders meetup too.
Right? Who does
Right?
that?
Play Vampirevania, everyone. If you're a fan of Castlevania, play Vampirevania.
Yeah,
That
hell
isn't
yeah.
my phone. Whose phone's that?
That's odd. I think this is.
Oh, that's my phone ringtone.
No, is it really?
Whose phone is
Yeah.
it?
That's odd.
It is.
That's my ringtone. Mm, mm.
Ooh,
Warmack.
nice! Congratulations, Tiffany, GC13 and Diabepsy Game Pat. She wants to be part of the wheel if we can give away D's Dragon.
That is not going away.
No, we can't
It's
give it away?
mine, dude.
That's true. Skiva says that's his ringtone too.
Well,
Holy
if
crap.
anybody, if people are gonna start claiming stuff that's in my background, hold on a sec.
What do you got in their background, D? I want to see. What do you got? Something. Oh, look at that.
She's
thing,
gonna
dude.
grab the needler.
Oh yeah, that thing's amazing.
That is really cool.
That ain't going nowhere.
She's hiding it.
Were you hiding it now? Let's see it. Show everybody.
Yeah.
that.
At least
Show-
show us.
Show everybody up close. That thing's pretty cool.
The
I want
freaking
one of them.
needler, the Nerf needler, dude.
Oh, don't say
Longest-
Nerf. Don't say Nerf right now.
Oh, you'll just trigger
Oh
a bunch of people.
yeah.
Don't say Nerf.
I actually forgot a little bit about that. That's
Yeah.
bad.
Oh my
You're
god.
gonna
Hey,
trigger a
you,
bunch
you
of
know what?
quest
There's a
players.
problem though. There's a problem. I just saw that. And I know we want to end the show, but I just want to mention this. You can still buy that fucking game on Quest Store.
Oh, that's naughty.
It's listed as $14.99 still. They need to take that off, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That
really
game is
bad.
dead. If somebody buys that right now, I mean that's
They got
Yeah,
till
how-
August to play it.
Yeah, but that can you imagine
but
if you buy that
reselling a
thing
game?
now and then in August it's gone? That would be
Mm.
terrible. They should as soon as that's announced, they need to take that off the store.
Yeah, I agree.
1 year, wasn't it? A year from.
Yep.
The thing is, you know, when I played it, I actually really enjoyed it, and I loved the wall running and all that stuff. But I said to them, the problem is when you shoot someone, there's a lack of satisfaction because it's not bullets, because it is soft darts. Like
Mhm.
the guns were cool and everything, but you can't get away from what it was. And you know,
Like,
And
did they
the-
make a noise? I
all of
never
the-
played it. I never played it. But did they make a noise? Like a
Yeah, yeah,
gunshot? Okay.
no.
Oh,
like
so
a-
I mean-
In fact, so I did a sponsored video, right, for and I think Nerf are owned by Hasbro, and you weren't allowed to say the word gun,
yeah.
deathmatch,
Yeah.
bullet. I wasn't allowed to say.
Weapon,
I wasn't allowed to
anything like
mention the
that.
word Titanfall.
Fun
I mentioned
or
fun.
good?
Yeah, so that was a nightmare video, dude. Oh, that
Oh my god, that's too funny.
was awful.
I don't know. It's just it was a weird game, and I just like I understand that you can play it for a little bit longer. What is it? A year you can play it for? A little bit, about a year, another year. Is that what it is? Is it's August of next year?
No,
Or
this year.
No,
This
This
year.
year,
I was gonna
2023.
So
Yeah,
how,
yeah.
so how do you charge $14.99 for that? Like, how do you, or not at least put a disclaimer on there that says after August? Put a disclaimer on the website because what if you're somebody who doesn't keep up with industry news and you don't know and you go in there and buy that game?
Well, as
I'd
far
be-
as I'm concerned, that game is going for kids.
Yeah, right,
So,
exactly.
They're not going to know.
I'd be pissed. I mean, that's like
Yeah.
that's like
I'll be
that's
pissed.
like if you're going to charge for like Echo Arena right now. If that game was paid and you went in there and they were still charging for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right, I just want to mention that. I didn't mean to derail us again. I know we want to get out of here. That was it. That was everything to give away, Todd. But we have something
Yeah,
to give away in the comments of the video, right?
Requisition VR key will be given away to those who comment in the video after the show is over. Yes.
Heck yeah, exciting.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Exciting times, guys. This was fun to get back into this again, and thanks GT for taking the time out and being late and everything, and doing staying late and after midnight for you, and we appreciate it, man.
It's all good. I've drunk some G Fuel, so I'm actually wide awake.
You're ready to go do something.
I'm like,
gonna
it could be middle of the day now. I'm like,
Wired. Hey,
Yeah, I know.
Ghost
I've been
of
drinking
Tabor.
coffee this whole thing, but I'm gonna go stream. You should go play some Ghost of Tabor with us then.
no, dude, I
Eric,
can't
you need to
speak.
go drink some juju.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, yeah,
Juju.
sorry about that. Yeah.
I do enjoy the juju. They have the grapesicle of the.
That's
of
what
the
I'm doing right
juju.
now. Yeah.
Tastes
Purple
so good.
drink.
It tastes like a grape popsicle. It really
Yes.
does.
Purple drink.
It
It's
really does.
ridiculous.
Yeah, some of this
Great-
stuff is good.
Excellent.
Yeah. But all right, guys, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. We will be back as soon as we can. Probably sometime, maybe you get an episode in March, and we'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you. Take
Bye,
care.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.